But what we don't talk about is, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. Well, come on, man. That kid was a cakewalk.
Wrong. Canelo always has had a problem with boxers. He always struggles when he fights a boxer. Anybody knows that if he can box and take a punch, you're going to give him a hard time. Bud is not one of these guys that's going to quit.
Bud Crawford soundly defeating Canelo Alvarez. We thought that maybe he could have won by even a further margin on the scorecards. He gets it done unanimously. Teddy, can you put into words what we just saw from Terence Crawford?
Well, the only thing I wonder is if Crawford was born and made in a laboratory.
Floyd Mayweather takes a jab at Canelo after loss to Crawford. Floyd Mayweather didn't hold back after Canelo Alvarez was defeated by Terence Crawford. He mocked Canelo, saying he's no longer the fighter he used to be and claiming that people have always made him out to be better than he really is. Mayweather also revealed he had full faith in Crawford from the beginning, so much so that he put down a $50,000 bet on him. That bet paid off big time. One social media post even showed the betting slip, with the caption, "Looks like Floyd Mayweather walked away with a bag after betting $50K on Terence Crawford to beat Canelo." Despite the tough loss, Canelo stayed composed. He gave credit to Crawford, calling him a great fighter who deserved the win. But he also made it clear, he's not done yet. Canelo said he still feels strong, both physically and mentally, and is ready for whatever's next. He even mentioned he's open to a rematch, showing that his competitive fire is still burning. For Canelo, this isn't the end, it's just another challenge he's ready to face head-on. Ryan Garcia and Teddy Atlas react to Crawford's big win over Canelo. After Terence Crawford's impressive win, Ryan Garcia didn't hold back in showing his respect. He took to social media to say, "I actually believe Crawford may be the best fighter of all time." Garcia praised Crawford's skill, saying the way he handled himself in the ring showed not just talent, but a winning mindset. For Garcia, this performance places Crawford among boxing's all-time greats, something he believes fans rarely get to witness. Veteran trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas also weighed in. He compared Canelo Alvarez's loss to Crawford to his earlier defeat against Floyd Mayweather. According to Atlas, the pattern is clear. Canelo struggles with fighters who are faster, sharper, and more technically sound. Atlas pointed out that Canelo's footwork and hand speed have always been weak spots, and Crawford exposed those flaws once again. Even after a year away from the ring, Crawford came back sharp, focused, and in top form. His movement and timing took away Canelo's power, much like Mayweather did years ago. In Atlas's view, this fight proves that Canelo still has trouble with elite technical boxers. Meanwhile, Crawford's dominant performance adds another big moment to his growing legacy in the sport.
From the beginning, that if you go back, and I know it was a lot of years ago, I get it, but you have to have something to point at. If you go back to when he lost his first fight, of course, Canelo I'm talking about, to Mayweather, it wasn't just that his hands were too slow, his feet were too slow. And he's in there with a guy with quick feet and quicker hands. You know what? It doesn't matter how big he is. What did Ali say? Your hands cannot hit what your eyes cannot see. That was tonight. It was great.
Let's put some context on this.
It was great.
Let's put some context on this victory first. A year out of the ring. I think it was like 13 some odd months out of the ring, okay?
Yeah, really?
Yeah. 2 weight classes. Think about that.
Yep.
He had surgery early at the beginning of the year. Surgery on the shoulder surgery, right? Not sure which one. And to come in here and to put on that type of performance against Canelo that actually is coming off a performance, right? You expected Canelo to be sharp. He was sharp. However, what Crawford did was he took the air out of the ball.
Yep.
He used this. That's what boxing's about, people. It's about this. Strategy. That's what he had. He used his feet. He understood Canelo every single movement. That's why Canelo couldn't land any shots on him. He knew what was coming. He knew that the looping right hand was going to come from the southpaw position. So what did he do? Hold the phone. He knew that the hook to the body was going to come. What did he do? Block, and he shot up with counters.
One of his great assets that we don't hear about enough. One of those things that are not so easily as immeasurable on paper, but it's eyes. Vision,
focus.
We know the physical ones we talk about and we understand so easily. Speed, power, quickness, legs, all that stuff. But eyes, just radar. This guy's got infrared.